hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Jesus is a friend, Jesus is a friend, he's a friend next to you. Jesus is a friend, so sing along. Jesus is a friend, he's a friend next to you. Jesus is a friend, so sing. Sing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Give someone a high five. Give a high five. Give a five next to you. Give a high five and sing along. Give a high five and a five next to you. Give a high five and sing. Sing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Give someone an air hug. Give an air hug. Give an air hug next to you. Give her a hug and sing along. Give an air hug. Give an give an air hug and sing. Sing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Give a booty bump. Give a booty bump. Give a booty next to you. Give a booty bump and sing along. Give a booty bump. Give a booty next to you. Give a booty bump and sing. Sing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise be to God. Praise be to God. Be to God forever. Praise be to God forevermore. Praise be to God forever. Praise be to God forever. Ever. Hallelujah. 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 All right. Woo.
You know what, kids? I haven't had the chance in a long time to get to do the tribe shout-outs. So I get to do it for this month. And you know, this month is special. It's December. It's the time to celebrate something special. But we'll maybe touch on that later. So right now, let's do the tribe shout-outs. Are you ready? All right. If you're part of the Rams tribe, let's get your Rams ready. On the count of three, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Rams, pow! Very good, very good. Some of you weren't as loud as you could have been. That's all right. All right, so we're going to move along to the next group of tribe. Which tribe was that? Let's go with the Lions. Because I know you Lions like to be a little quiet at times, but we're not going to be quiet today. So let's get your lion roar ready. On the count of three. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Roar! It was all right. All right, Eagles. We're going to try to top this. Now remember, with the Eagles, it's not 2 calls. It's not 10 calls. 3 calls. So on the count of 3, 3 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Caw, caw, caw. Just kidding. All right. So now we got to move on to the Sleepy Bears. Bears, don't let me down. You got to top the Lions. So it's not snore. On the count of 3, we roar. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Roar! You know what? I think we'll give it to the Lions. The Lions, I think, had it better. And then we also have our one extra group now. The Lambs, right? The Lambs, they're not quiet. They're not loud. They're kind of in between. I'm not as good as some of the other people with this tribe shout out, but we're going to have a little fun with it. So here we go. Lambs, on the count of 3, you got to baa. 1, 2, 3. Bah! Yeah, mine's not any good, but yours is good. I heard it. So let's have some fun with Pete today. Here we go.
Cece, where are you? I haven't seen you in so long.
Who's that? Who's?
Hey!
Hello! Hey, Mr. Jordan, how are you?
I'm so excited to see you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing hunky-dory.
Oh, man, I'm so excited. It's been a long time since we got to hang out.
It's so exciting to see you. Hey, you know what we need to do?
Let me guess.
We need to go over the
rules.
That's right, because I know in your daily job, rules are important.
We have lots of... Actually, we don't have that many rules, do we?
I hope not.
No. Last time I checked, we had 3 rules.
Yeah. Oh, we've gone up to 42.
42?
42!
Okay. You have to fill me in on those.
Well, maybe later. We'll just do the first three.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
All right, you ready?
Rule number 1.
Rule number 1.
Keep
Keep
your hands and your feet to yourself.
yourself.
Hey, you have not forgotten.
No, oh no.
So you got a memory like an elephant.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. Do you keep it in your trunk?
Oh.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Wow, you still got it.
Oh, yeah, don't you know it? The zingers come.
Oh, man.
Yep.
All right.
So, rule number 1, keep your hands and your feet to yourself. So I hope all
Got
you
it.
kids out there are doing that. So no taking your hand and kind of slightly popping your sister on the head.
Don't do that.
No tapping them on the backside.
Don't do that.
And no clapping your belly and making weird noises.
Don't do that.
No, that's just not cool. So, rule number 2. Do you remember that?
Rule number 2.
Uh-huh.
Cooperative party,
Oh, you're close. It's
pizza
got-
party. Is it pizza
Well,
party?
It's not a pizza party.
Oh.
It'd be a banana party, though.
Ooh, that does sound good.
Oh, yeah. No, the rule is sing when you're supposed to sing and listen when you're supposed to listen. Supposed to, not party.
It's participate. And you got to do it when you're
Participate. Oh,
supposed
that's
to.
it. That's
That's it.
Participate,
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
not past participle. No, that one doesn't work.
I
That
do
one's above some of the kids' heads.
like past participles, though.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
And rule number 3 is my favorite rule. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah, I know that rule.
Okay, it has
You ready?
to come deep from the lungs.
Okay, right here. You ready?
Yep, breathe in. On the
One.
count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Have fun worshiping God! Oh, I won't ever forget that one.
Oh, that one's so cool. I think they heard that one like blocks over.
I hope their moms and dads heard it, too.
Oh, yeah, don't you know it? Maybe if they were in the other room, they came running out going, what was that? What was that?
Oh, man.
Well, thanks for going over the rules. Maybe later we can go over a lesson.
Ooh, I like that. Sounds like a plan.
All right, I'll catch you later.
All right.
Unga bunga, unga bunga.
Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. Messed it up. Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. Leave out the deep. And wide, there's a fountain flowing and wide. And wide, there's a fountain flowing and wide. Leave out the wide. And wide. There's a fountain flowing and there's a fountain flowing and no fountain and there's a flowing and there's a flowing and no flowing and there's a and there's a
Hi, kids. As you can see, we're in the park. It's another movie time. And you know, this movie this month is kind of cool. You see, in the last lesson, we learned about my boo-boo and how my mom was prepared, remember? Well, in this video, we get to watch The Great Rescue. You know, this is the perfect month for us to be talking about this, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. So let's enjoy the movie. Grab some popcorn and sit back and enjoy.
Light of the whole world. That same night, in amongst the other stars, suddenly a bright new star appeared. Of all the stars in the dark vaulted heavens, this one shone clearer. It blazed in the night and made the other stars look pale beside it. God put it there when his baby son was born, to be like a spotlight, shining on him, lighting up the darkness, showing people the way to him. You see, God was like a new daddy. He couldn't keep the good news to himself. He'd been waiting all these long years for this moment, and now he wanted to tell everyone. So he pulled out all the stops. He'd sent an angel to tell Mary the good news. He'd put a special star in the sky to show where his boy was. And now He was going to send a big choir of angels to sing his happy song to the world. He's here. He's come. Go and see him, my little boy. Now, where would you send your splendid choir? To a big concert hall, maybe? Or a palace, perhaps? Now, God sent his to a little hillside outside a little town in the middle of the night. He sent all those angels to sing for a raggedy old bunch of shepherds watching their sheep outside Bethlehem. In those days, remember, people used to laugh at shepherds and say they were smelly and call them other rude names, which I can't possibly mention here. You see, people thought shepherds were nobodies, just scruffy old riffraff. But God must have thought shepherds were very important indeed, because they are the ones he chose to tell the good news to first. Well, that night, some shepherds were out in the open fields, warming themselves by a campfire, when suddenly the sheep darted. They were frightened by something. The olive trees rustled. What was that? A wing beat? They turned round. Standing in front of them was a huge warrior of light, blazing in the darkness. "Don't be afraid of me," the bright shining man said. "I haven't come to hurt you. I've come to bring you happy news for everyone, everywhere. Today, in David's town, in Bethlehem, God's Son has been born. You can go and see him. He is sleeping in a manger." Behind the angel, they saw a strange, glowing cloud. Except it wasn't a cloud. It was angels. Troops and troops of angels armed with light. And they were singing a beautiful song. Glory to God. To God be fame and honor and all our hoorays. Then, as quickly as they appeared, the angels left. The shepherds stamped out their fire, left their sheep, raced down the grassy hill, through the gates of Bethlehem, down the narrow cobbled streets, through a courtyard, down some steps, past an inn, round a corner, through a hedge, until at last they reached a tumble-down stable. They caught their breath. Then quietly they tiptoed inside. They knelt on the dirt floor. They had heard about this promised child, and now he was here. Heaven's Son, the maker of the stars, a baby sleeping in his mother's arms. This baby would be like that bright star shining in the sky that night, a light to light up the whole world, chasing away darkness, helping people to see. And the darker the night got, the brighter the star would shine.
So, I hope you enjoyed the movie. That was so cool. And this is my favorite time of the year because it's kind of cold and it's kind of... Ooh, I think it's snowing. Check it out. Oh, 'tis the season. You know what, guys? I think I need to get some hot chocolate and get prepared for the big guy that might be visiting.
Ho, ho, ho.
Did you see that? I thought I saw something. Anyway, the great rescue story. Just remember, this is the time that we focus on Jesus and what he means for us, and he is the reason for the season. See you guys later. Unga bunga, unga bunga. Woo-hoo!